Hello, my name is Shelley and welcome back for another episode of Ambinar in EU4 as Zergenrek. In previous episode, we managed to conquer a decent chunk of land over here from Dungan, and then we also started getting a pretty insane amounts of income already from all the counting houses and various other production things that we've been building. So overall, it's snowballing pretty hard already. I mean, it's at this stage, we're just probably going to be mostly waiting for the 4 years to go over, so we're just gonna go on speed 5 actually, and then we'll do the war against the Solar Core. Improvements in coal mining. Oh, price of coal changed by -30%. Okay, that's not quite as good. Oh, this content has expired in our territory at least. So we were increasing the army size a little bit. I suppose what we could do is we could build some more conscription centers in places where that will still improve the force limit at least. There will already be quite a few. We could probably get a few more around here. Although not nearly all of these. But at least some of them can still gain it. Or get that built. So, it does cost quite a bit to build these. But at the same time, getting the extra force limit will potentially mean that we could fight against the Sun. I mean, the Sun Elves is going to be pretty tough. Oh, now they're allied to Command as well. Oh, wow. Wow. That's quite something, let's just say. Speaking of Command, though, we're slowly regaining our spy network in there. Not that's nearly going to be doing all that much for us. I mean, if we could steal some maps over here, that'd be already pretty good. We'd be able to figure out what's in the mountains here, at least. But of course, for that, I believe we need like 50 or 60 spy network of that, don't we? Let's have a look, actually. What is that we need for it? Steel maps 50, okay. So we'll just keep an eye on that. We're gonna go on speed 5. Demands for representation. We'll make some vague promises, I suppose. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. I mean, there is a little bit unrest now. I suppose that's since from the chaos years. Or years of chaos, as I call them. Some of those modifiers of recent revolt has now expired. Improved steam engine. Oh. Right, I'll take some more production. The offensive ideas we can get the seat ability up. So that's really good. Then the next one's going to be land force limit plus 15%. Which should already be a pretty decent amount of extra. Oh, a special unit force limit as well, plus 10%. Sarnia is no longer a valid rival. Okay. Did they lose something? Oh, and let's see, Dahui is probably the only option that we have to rival right now. I suppose we'll be eclipsing them soon enough. Like, I don't want to make him my ally, a rival. Oh, right, are you still allied to Command? Yes, you are. Okay. I mean, to be fair, Command is, well, they are strong. They've still got 600,000 men, but if I was to focus most of my troops against them, I suspect that I could probably beat them. If we have a look at the quality of the armies, and if we go for rivals to Command, they don't have full maintenance right there. They got really good discipline, to be fair, so that could be dangerous in that regard. They got higher tradition, we got higher professionalism at least. Of course, we're going to increase that a lot if we just hire more generals, which we haven't really been doing too much lately, because we've been focused on getting the idea group done. Defensiveness is roughly the same, siege ability is the same. So, I don't know, I mean, we might be able to beat that, but they do have a lot larger army. They don't have manpower though, so all the casualties that they take will be a lot harder for them to replenish. If we factor in my troops and my manpower, I've got more than 700,000 men total to utilize. Looks like the Sun Elves are at least getting some of their manpower back right now. Oh, and there goes another general. Trade favors for sailors. Sure, I'll give you sailors. I've got 400,000 of them. I don't know what to do with all of them. What lies below? Broken Earth. The passage of some great subterranean spirit has sown great rents in the earth of Elambira, exposing large veins of valuable minerals that lie beneath the surface. Already, teams of prospectors have set out to exploit this new well, setting up shrines to the unknown spirits in their new mine shafts. Meanwhile, the Broken Earth has caused some dismay among our surveyors, and they predict some difficulty developing land until everything settles down. Goods produced modifier plus 10% and local development cost plus 10%. Alright then. Suppose we can probably live with that. Oh, and our spy network got discovered once again in the Command. But I think what we're probably going to be doing is just getting get on with the waiting over here to do the war against the Federation. I think 3 armies will probably be more than plenty to clear them out. We'll need to get some generals, perhaps, but that's about it. Oh, we'll get this by construction there. Alliance breaking... Oh, okay. Is there a reason why you are breaking that alliance? Hegemon, allied to a rival. Allied to a rival. So we're allied to each other's rivals. Right, so that's a -100 from there. I mean, suppose I could just clear out the alliance over here. They're pretty... Or they don't really view me all that well. This one's at least sort of within reach to help me if need be. And that's actually something, well, I suppose... Oh, wait, no, that's March. Command over here, so you are not allied to... Are you rival to the command? No, you're not, okay. I also got a massive amount of Diplo points again. I just don't want to do with all this. Well, that's a bit more development again. I suppose we should also do a bit more tax, or base tax increasing as well. Oh! Right, now with the extra buildings, we could increase our army size quite a bit again. We built a little bit of troops there, and I suppose we should still have the capacity to build a new army down here, for example. Costs us a little bit, but it'll be fine. There's going to be a lot more troops to utilize. Successful bureaucracy. Get an... Ooh, 100 admin points. Okay, I'll take that. How far are we from... This is still 9 years ahead of time in tech. Adventures insult the clergy. Suppose the clergy could use or lose a bit of loyalty. They will be disloyal right now, but it's not going to cause too bad of an impact. I mean, first of all, the loyalty should be returning within a few months anyway. So I'm not particularly worried about that one. Right, let's go ahead and group up these. This army is not actually doing anything, so I'm just going to march you down south. That one's gathering up another army there. Diplomatic insults from the command. Okay, well, we've still got max power protection anyways. I'm not too worried about that one. Well, I suppose I could do... Hold on a minute. So we're pretty close to the truce ending with the Federation. Yeah, it's about a year away. We're going to be still getting a lot of middle points in the time being, but I might actually hire some new generals. We're running a little bit low on those. There we go, starting to get a pretty decent generals as well. And then I suppose we've got these two to combine. Let's do that. And oh, I forgot to build the fortification in here, didn't I? Oh, but there's no... Okay. Well, we can build one over there at least. Let's just develop this a little bit, I suppose, to get the fort built there. Right, but since we are pretty close to... Well, relatively close to the war, I suppose once we hit the December or something like that, I'll slow down a bit to go speed 4, because speed 5 is a bit too fast for my taste in terms of combat, or warfare at least. Speed 4 is also a bit fast, but that's more manageable. Don't suppose we can get a claim in here or anything. No, probably not. Adventurers defeat Thieves Guild. Excellent. We'll also do some more conversions. Although the converting is taking a lot longer now. I suppose we've done most of the easy ones. Even I look at the religious map mode, actually. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a few more places that we still need to convert. But like large chunks of the area have been converted already. Then of course there's the southern area here that since it's trade companies, we can't really convert them. But honestly, that's alright. I'm not too worried about it. August minority dwindles. Oh. Yeah, we got these 3 armies. We are going to get the land force limit fairly shortly. So that's going to allow us to build even more troops. So we could probably get up to like 500 and something. I'm not entirely sure how far it's going to go. But regardless, it's going to be increasing our force limit a decent bit. There we go, truce ended. So let's go ahead and do our war here. This should be a fairly easy war to do. I suppose that can be our war goal. How much troops do they have? It's less than 1 army from me, so I'll just get this stuff here. We can move in our fleet to clear out that one. We've got some heavy ships over here. We can just sail them over there. Do the blockading. There we go. We capture another 2 light ships from them. Excellent. I suppose this could be brought in here as well, so we can do the barrage in here now. Let's get that out of the way. So they don't have a lot of troops. We've got the 4 armies in here, and technically speaking, or 3 armies in here. We could probably send in a 4th army, to be fair, to assist in some of that. Not that it's necessarily all that needed. And then I suppose I'm going to send this one down south, so we'll have a bit more troops in here to potentially fight against the commander or someone else. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that with the extra siege ability that we've got from the idea crew... Oh yeah, minus 42. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that's pretty decent siege ability overall. Now, to be fair, if we wanted to clear out that, we can go around, I suppose. Go after that smaller army. Then which one of these got siege pips? You've got siege pips, Unsung, so you'll go to siege down the port over here. While we siege down some of the other things, so we can just quickly do the naval barrage. It's not going to be speeding up things too much, but you'll help at least a little bit. I suppose we can go ahead and clear out the last province there, so we can sort of surround them already. Yellow Springs. We'll sneak away from the town to find a secluded place to Cavor. A young couple in Gorgonschalk discover a pristine hot spring seemingly having appeared out of nowhere. The springs are guarded by a kindly turtle spirit who, while voiceless, has been accepting offerings of coin and food from the people people of the nearby towns in exchange for rejuvenating paths in the sulphurous springs. We cannot begin to guess why they are here, or when they will once again return to the spirit realm. The people of the region seem refreshed and content. Alright, where's this one? Oh, it's right down there, okay. It's an area that we conquered quite a while ago. There we go, we got all of that encircled. And now we can send in an army to clear out that. Is there any other armies that we need to... Oh no, I think this army... Oh, we lost our admiral just now. I mean, it's not really needed, to be fair. Especially since we can just send in... Oh, there we go, now we stack right them. Suppose we could send in a bit of extra troops there for extra cannons, although, I suppose, is this level... That is a level 8 fort. They might be willing to just give me everything, to be fair, by now. There we go, so we can conquer all of it. We'll probably even get some money out of it. Not a lot, mind you, but a little bit. There we go. And there is the sort of goal for this series, kind of. Although, I suppose, does that mean that we can... Oh, we can rejoin the Federation. Okay, new missions. Oh, and is that... Hold on a minute, we've done a lot of these missions already, so it remembers them. Federation observers, growing administration, Federation... Oh, because no one else has done these anymore, so I get the bonuses. Alright then. A United Federation... Necessity. Hold on, does that cost us a lot of points again? No, not really. Because we've got a lot of these things done at least. These would cost... Diplomat Advisor has skill... Oh, right, Diplomat Advisor. Do we have... Oh, yeah, we do have some Diplomat Advisors. So if we do that, yeah, that opens up. Right by way to the top. That's a corruption. Awesome Diplomat points. Ah, and we can only do one of these at a time. Then that one's... Oh, we're not the Federation leader yet. Alright. Well, we do get another missionary at least, so good. And then core everything. We can send... No, we don't need to send a delegation, actually. There we go. Now, actually, does that mean that we can become the Federation again? Somewhere. Unite the Lake Federation. We need to write our constitution. We haven't done that yet, I suppose. Where's the constitution? The constitution is all the way there. I mean, technically speaking, I suppose I could go all the way there. But I suppose now we've basically conquered all of it already. So I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to leave it here. Unfortunately, since we can't see all of the... Let's actually have a look at the timeline real quick. Right, so it doesn't show all the world. I could, of course, use a console commands to actually to see everything, but let's just get a quick timeline of our expansion here. So that is where we started in. And I'll go for fast. You can see that the Centaurs were moving about a lot in there early on. And we started expanding at a pretty good speed overall. in the beginning there. Then, of course, we were kind of blocked off at one point or another there, so that took a while. This was the time when we were doing a lot of colonization, or colonies to the east there, for expansion. And then slowly but surely we started expanding a little bit more. And eventually we just started getting a lot more territories in there. You can see how large the centaurs were at a time. They were actually quite scary, but we managed to beat them back eventually. Like there, we took some of the lands over here already. So this was the way we were sort of shielding the rest of the Federation from the centaurs by clearing out the territories on the border there. And then slowly expanding even further. We grabbed that exclave there. And then Grombar started defeating the centaurs as well, and then the Sun Elves also started utilizing the time there where the centaurs were weak. We had also expanded south already by this point, so let's actually zoom out a little bit further. And then we started taking a large chunks of the Federation, and this is where the Federation united. It took a little while before we did the first war against them. We took quite a bit of land from in the first war already, and I believe we had... Let's see, so we had a total of 4 wars against the Federation. Or the United Federation, let's just say. In the south we didn't do all that much more. You can see that the Sun Elves were definitely expanding a lot. And then, yeah, we destroyed the rest of the Federation. But overall, I'd say we did okay. I mean, admittedly, if we hadn't had the permanent crisis on for 100 years or so, that probably would have sped up things a lot. There's no denying that, but at the same time, you know, we still had a fair bit of fun, right? Anyway, that is where we're going to end this series. I will be probably starting another playthrough, not of EU4 this time, although I do know that there is a new expansion right behind the corner, so we'll probably do some vanilla at some point. But we're probably going to be trying out the Victoria 3's 1.2 patch, which I don't think I've touched yet at all. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like or subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.